Feels so good. Coming down, down. Feels so right. Light and bright. 7-Up, flashing on the fun. Pouring cool and clear on everyone. 7-Up feels so good. Coming down, down, down. Pouring 7-Up feels so good. 7-Up.
Sometime soon, this man could walk into your life and make you a millionaire. This man is Herb. Now that Herb loves the Whopper, he's visiting a Burger King in every state. Study the Herb poster, because the first person to spot Herb in each restaurant wins $5,000, and everybody there gets a chance at $1 million and a free Whopper and Pepsi. Spot Herb at Burger King and win $5,000 and a chance at $1 million.
Thursday, a beautiful woman with a deadly secret.
My husband's going to kill me.
Is Magnum in over his head?
That's a risk we're going to have to take.
Magnum P.I. Then Simon and Simon try to straighten out a crooked game show. But will their performance lead to an encore?
Oh, I hope you don't think I'm like this with all the contestants, AJ.
Just the men?
And on Nuts Landing, a new romance, a new partnership.
I think we might find a few areas of mutual interest.
I think this just might be the start of something beautiful.
Thursday.
It feels as if it's going to explode.
Sunday, Jessica fights to stop a lynch mob out to avenge a neighbor's murder. Craig Stevens, Stuart Whitman, Murder, She Wrote.
There goes Mrs. Murray's alarm clock. She wonders if she'll ever be slim and bouncy again.
I love you dearly as my wife. I loved you long before, but now there's more of you to love. I love you all the more.
You might care to remember, Valentine's Day is February 14th. Always is.
Will you be my Valentine?
When you care enough to send the very best, go to Hallmark.
Kellogg Special K breakfast. Low fat, less than 220 calories. Try it on. You'll like what you see.
A lot of homeowners' insurance policies won't cover this kind of damage. Nationwide's Elite Homeowners policy will. The Elite policy doesn't cost much more than standard homeowners policies, but it covers things you never dreamed of.
Bill, are you watering the lawn?
Uh-huh. Elite Homeowners Insurance, part of Nationwide's blanket protection.
Nationwide is on your side.
Crazy Like a Fox will continue.
Saturday on Airwolf, a botched kidnapping becomes a deadly hostage crisis, with Caitlin's life on the line.
Get the lady, Hawk. Now you're talking.
This is CBS.
Hip Pocket's entire winter stock is on sale. Women's denim and corduroy jeans are $12.99 to $16.99. Junior tops and sweaters are $6.99 to $9.99. Men's slacks are $12.99 to $16.99. Men's shirts and sweaters are $6.99 to $9.99. And basic Jordache jeans are $19.99. Why is Hip Pocket offering these ridiculous prices? Well, because truckloads of new spring clothes have just arrived.
Hip Pocket in Azalea Mall, Cloverleaf Mall, Regency Square, and Charlottesville.
DeForest Court, weekdays at 4.
Introducing Nova. From today's Chevrolet. Nova. An American-built car equipped for your comfort, with dozens of thoughtful details. And a 5-speed overdrive transmission and 4-wheel independent suspension for responsive performance. Nova. It's not just better, it's the best of both worlds. And now get 7.9% financing on new Chevy Nova.
Used to be a real struggle giving Kathy her medicine.
Now children's Tylenol has improved tasting chewables.
Because Kathy likes the taste, she takes her medicine. No more fever.
From Children's Tylenol, the one most pediatricians give their own children.
just a sprinkle a day.
Helps keep odor away. Now there's new spice scent shower to shower for me.
And regular for me.
To help keep us both dry and odor-free. Have you had your sprinkle today?
Last April, when Father Mac was getting ready for his once-in-a-lifetime trip to Rome, he realized he hadn't had an eye exam in years. Couldn't wait any longer. That's what brought him to me. It's been a while, Father.
Ah, yes. Procrastination is my greatest vice. Pearle people are eye care professionals. People who care about you.
Father Mac wanted to be sure he'd see everything. We made sure he did.
Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearle.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Today, Maria Coletti will make her father's favorite Italian pie for the very first time. An age-old family recipe that includes one rather special ingredient, meatballs. At Pizza Hut, we're proud to introduce our own version of this classic. We call it Preazzo Verona Italian Pie. Perhaps today will be your first time, too.
Who on earth could put the creamy taste of Cool Ranch flavor on a chip? New Cool Ranch flavored Doritos brand tortilla chips. Nacho cheese was just the beginning. Now, taste new Cool Ranch.
DieHard. The most powerful version of America's favorite replacement battery. DieHard. For confident starts in all kinds of weather, the Sears DieHard Incredicell battery. One more way we installed confidence at Sears. Right now, have a Sears DieHard Incredicell battery installed in your car and save $10. But hurry, this DieHard Incredicell sale is on now.
There's more for your life.
At Sears. Next.
Give us any trouble and you're dead.
When a policewoman threatens to blow the whistle on dirty cops, she turns to the Equalizer.
Lucky me.
Harrison Ford is a good cop in a bad job.
I need you, Dex. No choice, huh? No choice, pal.
The mission, terminate 4 killers.
They slaughtered 23 people and jumped a shuttle.
The problem, he's human. They're not.
They were designed to copy human beings in every way except their emotions.
Wake up. Time to die. Quite an experience to live in fear, isn't it?
Blade Runner, where love could be the deadliest sin. Saturday.
Friday, 2 tales of immortality.
Been asleep approximately 324 years.
Anything's possible.
In the Twilight Zone. Then, on Dallas, when Pam is kidnapped, a race to rescue explodes in violence.
I think it happens to that woman because of my plan. I'll never be able to look at myself in the mirror again.
And on Falcon Crest, Lance tracks Stavros to Monaco.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
While Chase and Richard go into action.
Angela's days as the great queen are numbered.
We'll see.
Friday.
Good evening from CBS News. This is Newsbreak. A man reportedly armed with a knife took a group of airline employees hostage on a Delta Airlines plane at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport tonight. But Delta says the man was taken into custody shortly thereafter by authorities after passengers were allowed to leave the plane. Tomball, Texas, near Houston, was hit by a tornado. 1 person is known to have died. Many more were hurt, and damage was heavy. President Reagan has sent his $994 billion budget to Congress, again calling for heavy spending cuts. Now this.
Emery's on the case, so you don't have to worry. From the biggest to the smallest, it's as good as theirs. Just call us.
Hi, Emery.
It's as good as theirs.
Newly released pictures of the space shuttle accident show 2 plumes of flame spouting from a rocket that should have had only 1. The rocket is a prime suspect now on the hunt for a cause. I'm Eric Engberg, CBS News, Washington. More news later on this CBS station.
This is CBS.
There's great New Year's news at your Olds dealer from the heart of Virginia. It's 7.9% financing on Olds Cutlass, America's favorite nameplate. 7.9% on any new 4-cylinder equipped Cutlass Sierra. And 7.9% on any new Cutlass Supreme. 7.9%. You'll save a bundle on financing, so get here fast for best selection.
See your local Olds dealer from the heart of Virginia. We're all heart.
You are about to witness an amazing invention called a parachute.
Parachute? Oh, he's crazy.
I don't want to see this.
To all the great ideas that ever met with skepticism, we humbly add another. True draft beer in a bottle. New Miller Genuine Draft. It's draft beer smooth because it's cold filtered, not heat pasteurized like most bottled beers.
I'll be dead first.
And they said it couldn't be done.
Miller Genuine Draft.
WTVR TV, Richmond, Virginia, Channel 6.
Hot town, summer in the city. Back of my neck feeling dirty and pretty. Feels so good, so good. Coming down, set it up, flashing on the fun. Pouring cool and clear on everyone. Set it up, feels so good. Coming down. Feels so good. Rev it up.
From molten steel and a fiery imagination, Nissan forges the most important truck advance in 25 years. The hard bodies. A new line of fuel-injected trucks with the most power of any leading standard compact. Or choose the only 3-liter V6 available in the class. Here's Nissan's widest track, biggest cargo box, and roomiest cab ever.
Hard bodies. You need a hard body.
The name is Nissan.
The way cheap phones break down, the companies that make them must do some pretty interesting tests.
Hear me?
I hear you.
I heard something.
Real torture tests. And ring tests.
I heard it.
What did you hear?
I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
Are you sure you heard it?
Well, for over 100 years, AT&T's made phones that passed the real test. You.
It's nothing. I dropped the phone.
You get what you pay for. AT&T, the right choice.
Saturday on Airwolf, a botched kidnapping becomes a deadly hostage crisis with Caitlin's life on the line.
Get the lady, Hawk. Now you're talking.
Then, Harrison Ford is a good cop in a bad job.
No choice, huh?
No choice, pal.
The mission, terminate 4 killers.
They slaughtered 23 people.
The problem, he's human. They're not.
Quite an experience to live in fear, isn't it?
Blade Runner, where love is the deadliest sin. Saturday.
I'm Marina Shriver. Treasury Secretary James Baker on the State of the Union address and this year's Oscar nominees tomorrow on the CBS Morning News.
They need him to get away with murder. He's Raleigh Tyler, master of make-believe.
We want to stage a fake assassination, Raleigh.
But they're setting him up as the killer.
You were the bait.
He'll need every trick from every movie he's ever made.
Where are you, Tyler?
Just to get even. And get out alive.
Forget why you hired me.
It's more than real. It's FX. Rated R. Starts Friday, February 7th at theaters everywhere. Check newspapers for showtimes.
Dad, send the money by noon, but you won't be coming to my graduation in June.
Send the money today, or your father and I couldn't be washed away.
Darling, I've run into a little trouble. Could you send $150 on the double?
To send someone money fast, come to Western Union. We'll make sure it gets to any of our 9,000 locations, usually in 15 minutes or less.
That's okay. I'll get the door.
Western Union, the fastest way to send money.
When you compare Ford Ranger and Chevy S10 to the new two-wheel drive Jeep Comanche, you'll find they're priced about the same. Yet Comanche has the most powerful standard engine, the longest wheelbase, biggest wheels and tires, highest ground clearance, and the largest optional payload capacity. In fact, the more you compare Comanche, the more you'll see there is no comparison.
Now get 7.9 financing on two-wheel drive Jeep Comanche.
In a moment, the Equalizer will continue.
If feels as if it's going to explode.
Sunday, Jessica fights to stop a lynch mob out to avenge a neighbor's murder. Craig Stevens, Stuart Whitman, murder she. Then...
We believe that Eric may have been abused. Physically, mentally, perhaps sexually.
Nothing happened.
Tell her what you did to Eric.
They are child abusers, and they have become a nationwide ordeal. They are every parent's nightmare and a child's ultimate anguish. Lindsay Wagner, Peter Coyote, Child's Cry, Sunday.
This is CBS.
This is a decaffeinated coffee bean. And if you don't know how your coffee gets decaffeinated, you could be leaving a lot to chance. Because practically every coffee gets decaffeinated unnaturally. But not this one. It's naturally decaffeinated for pure coffee taste. Just read the label. If they don't tell you it's naturally decaffeinated, chances are they use something unnatural.
Nescafe Decaf. Taste your way, naturally.
WTVR TV, Richmond, Virginia, Channel 6.
Good evening, I'm Charles Fishburne. At the top of the news tonight, a surprise death threat in the Alvin Alley trial. Security is tightened around the courthouse. In Harrisonburg, a hearing begins on what caused a commuter plane to crash into a mountainside, killing all 14 people. In Richmond tonight, a yuppie and a yippie argue about the future. And at the Capitol, legislators argue about conflicts of interest legislation. More mild weather with gradually lower temperatures and the possibility of snow towards the weekend. We'll have all the news, weather, and sports at 11 on TV6.
At first, they're just two people out on a date. A date that turns into a crime. Date rape, a special report this week on WTVR News 6.
That's good. Yeah. That's better. That's good.
Boys, what are you whispering about?
Sir, the Campbell's soup tastes different. It's got more stuff in it.
Nourishing Campbell's vegetable beef soup does have more vegetables, more beefy taste. Because you can trust Campbell's to listen to you. And as your tastes change, our soups change.
Campbell's soup is good food.
And keeps getting better.
This man can show you 1,000 ways to die. What he does is more than real. It's FX.
We just thought that we might be able to utilize your particular genius.
$30,000. 60 seconds work.
But what happens when the magic turns to murder? Is he the weapon or the victim? Is it murder or is it FX? Rated R. Starts Friday, February 7th at theaters everywhere. Check newspapers for showtimes.
Yeah. What is... Oh, that's a, Billy, that's a,
America's learning that it takes a new breed of mechanic to service today's sophisticated cars. The Firestone Mastercare mechanic, trained at one of 48 Firestone training centers, trained in the latest automotive technology on specially designed state-of-the-art equipment, because that's what it takes to be a mechanic today.
America's driving to Firestone.
Here's Nissan affordability in the hottest new trucks in 25 years. The hard bodies.
New Nissan trucks, they're built tougher. New Nissan trucks, they work harder. New Nissan trucks, they look harder.
Get the biggest cargo box and most powerful engine of all the leading standard compacts. And get them both in Nissan's lowest sticker price truck.
Fuel injected hard bodies. You need a hard body.
The name is Nissan.
Once upon a time, far across the great ocean, there flew a gleaming carriage on the wings of birds. The carriage was called United, and the people who flew in it were happy, for everywhere the carriage flew, the skies were friendly. But people were sad, too. Why cannot we fly through friendly skies to other side of great ocean? Then one day, a new wind blew. It blew and blew the friendly skies from all 50 states to our land. To Beijing, Shanghai, Osaka, Tokyo, Melbourne, Sydney, Seoul, Manila, Auckland, Singapore, Taipei, Bangkok, Hong Kong. Welcome, gleaming carriage of United. United's Royal Pacific Service, truly a fresh breeze across the Pacific.
You're not just flying, you're flying with friendly skies.
Okay. The taste of Alka-Seltzer is not exactly an ice cream soda with a cherry on top. But let's face it, nothing else works better or faster. You could try adding a little lemon and a little lime, or you could get it right in the tablets. Introducing new flavored Alka-Seltzer with a sparkling fresh taste of lemon lime. So the next time you have acid indigestion or heartburn with a headache, send new flavored Alka-Seltzer to the rescue. It's a better tasting way to help you feel better.
Thursday, a beautiful woman with a deadly secret.
My husband's going to kill me.
Is Magnum in over his head? Then Simon and Simon straighten out a crooked game show.
Oh, I hope you don't think I'm like this with all the contestants, AJ.
Just the men. And on Nuts Landing, a new partnership.
I think this just might be the start of something beautiful.
Thursday. Friday, two tales of immortality.
Been asleep approximately 324 years.
Anything's possible. In the Twilight Zone. Then, on Dallas, when Pam is kidnapped, a race to rescue explodes in violence.
Anything happens to that woman because of my plan, I'll never be able to look at myself in the mirror again.
And on Falcon Crest, Lance tracks Stavros to Monaco.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
While Chase and Richard go into action.
Angela's days as the Grape Queen are numbered.
We'll see.
Friday.
This is CBS.
Coming up on the TV6 11 o'clock report, a new twist in the Alvin Alley case.
And a hijacking ends peacefully in Dallas. Keep the umbrella handy. The forecast is rain.
UVA against UNC from Charlottesville and Joe Theismann's apology.
The TV6 11 o'clock report is next. Please join us.
This fight for all that you do. Somehow you always come through. You keep it going. Your pride's really showing. Nobody shines like you. Yeah, you make America work, and this fight's for you.
Here's to you, Beechwood Age, for that clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
This fight's for you.
Here's Nissan affordability in the hottest new trucks in 25 years. The hard bodies.
New Nissan trucks, they're built tougher. New Nissan trucks, they work harder. New Nissan trucks, they look harder.
Get the biggest cargo box and most powerful engine of all the leading standard compacts. And get them both in Nissan's lowest sticker price truck.
Fuel injected hard bodies. You need a hard body.
The name is Nissan.
Underneath it all, what really matters is the burger. And if you want a burger that's thicker and juicier than McDonald's Quarter Pounder, Wendy's Single, and the new Burger King Whopper, you want the new Quarter Pound Burger at Hardee's. Try the thickest, juiciest burger of them all. Brand new at Hardee's.
WTVR TV, Richmond, Virginia, Channel 6. From the South's first television station, this is WTVR News 6 with Charles Fishburne, Lisa LaFata, Lori Henson, and Ivan Schwartz. Now, the 11 p.m. report.
Good evening, I'm Lisa LaFata.
I'm Charles Fishburne. Topping the 11 o'clock report, tonight's developments in the Alvin Alley trial.
It's forcing the court to take last-minute action.